Page 6, Fanfare and Canon. Well, just a little bit about the piece. The Fanfare and Canon thing. Fanfare is like an announcement. It's like a trumpet blaring out saying, here we are, get ready, blah, 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 blah. And this is the fanfare, this is loud, this is part. Fanfare, very proud and majestic. Now the canon is like a round, where you have the same melody and where multiple people or instruments are playing it at different times. So if you listen to the melody at the beginning of the canon, this is the second line on page 7. Well, then the right hand gets it. And while the right hand is doing that, the left hand has this. That's important because then in the second line, when the left hand gets melody again, the right hand is doing that. It's like the two hands are playing the same melody, but they're at different times. And this whole canon is this way. So you're starting it out, and the right hand gets it, then the left hand gets it, and then finally it's the right hand again until it's over. And that's really what a canon is. It's like a round where there could be more than two. Right now it's just two, but yeah, it's the whole idea. 4/4 time. Let's start with the right hand. Let's figure out these notes and rhythms. You got thumb on C, so you're still in C position. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got to rest on beats 3 and 4. It's important that you do that. So lift up on beat 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do that again. Let's go over to page 7. This is the second line where the canon starts. At the right hand doesn't play until the end of the line, but you're in the same position. You're here. It's just 2. Now you have an F sharp in that third line. Here, just move the finger up. 2, 2, 3. So we're using the same finger we would use on the white keys for the black keys for now. That doesn't always work, but it works in this one, so we do that. That's our first choice to do that. In that part. Left hand, you have a C and a G here. You're in C position. You got these chords. And you will notice both of these notes are tied, because each note has to be tied individually. And they're tied all the way across the first line. You're holding it down. You're not playing it again. You're holding it down for the whole line. Isn't this exciting? Then for the second line, you're here. We got those curved lines again, but now they're not both ties, because the bottom note changes from an F to an E. That's not a tie. You have to be the same note. So the G's tied. We're not going to play it again. We're going to hold it down. So we're here, and we just simply play the E. We just trade here while we hold the G down. That's how that works. That's fun. Let's jump over to page 7. Second line when the canon starts. You're here. 2. You got an F sharp, and again we're going to use the same finger on the sharp as we would on the natural. We'll just raise it up. Here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you got all these notes. Then we try and put the hands together. Oh goody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember the left hand is tied. 2, 4. Then on the next line you play right there. These two notes go down together. The G's tied again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then the third measure you do that again. Over at top of page 7. On the first line here, the left hand's tied. You just hang on to it, and then you go down. Now the right hand's tied. So you're hanging on to the G as you play play on the rest of this. Then the canon, the second line is here, 2. You're playing the hands one at a time here. Let's go to the end of the first line. When the hands are together, you're here, 2. 4. So you just work this out one hand at a time. Now in the last line, look out. It's a little different. It's the last two measures there at the bottom. The G in the right hand is not tied. You had to play them both. That curved line, that's the slur. See, this is a problem in music when we use this curved line for multiple things. Well, that's a slur there. So you're going to play both of those G's, both of those whole notes. In the left hand, you have the half notes, but now it's an F natural. There's no sharp sign there. So this is the first time we get an F in this canon thing. That's a natural. So it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So be careful on that one. Now we can go back and we can add the slurs. So I don't give you any slurs to speak of. So just connect it. Just pretend this is a slur. You can lift up at the end of the line. You can pretend it's a new slur. And the rest you have to lift up. You don't have a choice. And then at the last line, connect the whole line, but at the end of the line you can lift up there. But there's a note there on the bottom. Both hands an octave higher. So you're here. Instead of here, both hands got to go up here. For that last line. And at the top of page 7, the note there, both hands an octave higher. Don't go up another octave. They're talking an octave higher than written. So instead of here, you're in the same place as you were at the bottom of page 6. It's the same place here. If they wanted you to go another octave higher, they'd have to say both hands 2 octaves higher. Yeah, they didn't do that. Then when you go to the second line, you're coming back down where you belong, here. Well, now you got to move the hands to here. Now you got to move. Well, the right hand isn't playing, so just leave the right hand there. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you get this. When you lift up between here. Just lift up and move. You may have to practice that. Don't take a lot of time, but it doesn't have to be real fast and jerky. It's just here and then left. And then when you get this left hand moved, somewhere in there you can move the right hand down. It's up to you. So it's in place when you need to be there. Then when you get to the bottom of the page, that DC al fine. Italian stuff and abbreviations to boot. DC means go back to the beginning. That means all the way to the top of page 6. Go all the way back there. It's sort of like a repeat sign, but it's different. Just go back to the beginning. If you see a DC anything, go back to the beginning and do the anything, whatever it says. Well, this says al fine, so that means go to fine. And if you look at the top of page 7, at the end of the first line underneath, it's fine. And you also have the thin and thick bar line there that tell you that's the end of the piece. So you're going to play to that and stop. So it's a little misleading because you think, okay, this is actually 2 separate pieces. Well, in a way it is, but it isn't. It's really one piece. But you look at the end of the first line on page 7, you see the thin and thick bar line. Think, well, that's the end of the piece. So this canon has to be another piece. So when I finish at the first line, I can stop and relax a little bit, and then I can go in and start the canon when I'm ready. No, you can't do that. You have to keep going. The piece isn't over. The whole thing, both of these together, is one piece of music, and you have to play it all the way through. The thin and thick bar line there is there because it is where it ends, but that's not, the first time you get there, it's not the end of the piece. That's what I'm saying. So at the bottom, you get 2 thin bar lines. The double bar lines tell you it's a different section, because the fanfare is one section, the canon is another section, but the 2 together is one piece of music, and it has to be played like one piece of music. When you're first learning it, if you're struggling it, you can take them separately and learn them separately, but eventually you need to put them together and play it like one piece of music. Dynamic wise, well, it says loud, and that's going to be for the right hand. So this left hand, keep it soft. And in the second line, third measure, now it's soft. That's the right hand. The left hand needs to be really soft. Then the last line on page 6, that's loud again, but you're higher up here. But it's the right hand that's loud. And then top of page 7, it's soft, that's the right hand. The left hand has to be very soft. Then the second line, now you're medium loud, and that's both hands here because both hands have the melody. And you have to decide how loud or soft these are. I can't tell you this is loud or this is soft or whatever, because it's not a set volume, it's not a set level. It depends on the situation, whatever. You'll decide to you. But be consistent in the piece. So whatever loud is at the beginning, anywhere else that's loud needs to be the same level, and so forth. So the canon, you're moderately loud. That's not loud, it's just sort of loud. It's a little, and then when the right hand comes in, it's moderately loud. The left hand has to be soft. And you do all the canon then at moderately loud. Then you go back to the beginning, you're loud again from the right hand. So, as far as the speed goes, it says march tempo, which is, if you're going to march, how fast would you go? Well, it's usually around 120 or one, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And the whole thing is that speed. The canon is, and everything is that same speed without any hesitations or anything. So you work it up so you can play it smoothly all the way through. And then come back to the video and let's play it together slowly to double check that you have the correct notes and rhythms, because that's important. You can do the dynamics and speed it up on that. And the slurs, we'll try and do the slurs too in the play with me, but you do the other stuff and really turn it into music. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. Let's play this together slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. 2. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2. 3, 4.